Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 1st of October 2021 and the time now is 6:15 a.m. Well, today our topic is what is your most terrible memory? All right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so when talking about the most terrible memory of mine, I uh, I think for here today I have three, and just to talk about the one which is when I was young, I was like 10 years old or around that age. And then when I was young, I remember that there's one time I got a fever, and then which is a very terrible one, and I feel really uncomfortable. And then I remember that I lie on my bed the whole day, and then yeah, after that, the next morning, in the morning, uh, I feel like I feel really uncomfortable, and I feel that there is uh, images in my mind, um, and then everything is being magnified. I mean, the images in my mind is really huge. The thing is really huge. For example, it could be dinosaur, or it could be something that I don't know, but it is really big, and it seems like all the big things um, already use up the space in my mind, so I feel really terrible. Yeah, that was the first time I had this kind of feeling. I really feel uh, it is not only like your head is painful, your body is painful. Not It's not that kind of uh, it's not that kind of feeling. It is something like I think is maybe because of fever, and then it affects my brain a little bit, and then maybe there are some illusion come out. Yeah, which I until today I still remember the feeling, and yeah, it was one of the terrible memory of mine. Yep, and then this is the first one, and then the second one is when I was in the secondary school, and I remember that for my school, because we are independent school, so every year we will have something like the school anniversary, and then we will have some activities for each of the classes, and then we try to uh, raise funds for the school, and then we can say that the school is open to the public on two of the days in a year. Yeah, and then I remember that one year our class uh, having activities. We decided to make our classroom like a playground, so that people can come and play, and then we collect the tickets. We sell the tickets for them, and then uh, they'll come in, and then yeah. So we make the classroom like a playground. We actually stake up the table. We stake up the table, uh, so that we wanted to let people kind of climbing uh, climbing in a tunnel, something like that. So we stake out the table, and before the day, that is the preparation day, and then I remember that I was in the class, and then uh, I actually sat on a table. The table is not on the floor; it is the stake up one. So it is, you can think like the second or the third table, and then yeah, and I was quite tired because I had been working the whole day, something like that. And then suddenly I feel like um, I was tired, and then I want to stand up. And also at that moment, suddenly I think is those 0.5 second. When I was about to stand up, I was already take the first step, something like that. And then I suddenly remember that there was a ceiling fan above me. Yeah, sorry, the ceiling fan, above me. So I suddenly remembered that, and I quickly uh, sat down again. So yeah, that was luckily the bad things, that the accidents didn't happen. But whenever I think about that, the feeling was really really disgusting, and I even got a goosebumps when thinking about it, when sharing the story to you right now. And yeah, I think this is one of the terrible memory of mine. And I think sometimes in the school, it was really dangerous, um, because students, we are still young, we didn't know what we were doing. So at that time, actually, it was so dangerous that we stake up all the tables, and the ceiling fence is just above us when we were uh, when we were doing the decoration work. Yeah, and so this is also one of the terrible memory of mine. And last before end, I had another uh, terrible memory when I was like 20 or 21 years old. Yeah, I remember that I already started my college, and then one day I was doing the cleaning. Yeah, for the place I am living right now, um, because I just moved here for 2 years. So before these 2 years, this place is something like uh, a piece of land, and then we have some buildings, but that is not the buildings for living. That is something like a storeroom. And then my father put a lot of things here, including those uh, unwanted or unimportant things from his company. And then also we have a lot of things um, here. So one day I was cleaning the floor because it was very messy, and I just want to help my father to do some cleaning work. And I remember that on that day I want to wash the floor. Yeah, and that is the floor outside the building. And then yeah, and I was wearing a slipper. I mean the shoes. And then yeah, I found that the floor is very slippery. Yeah, and I actually take off my shoes. I take off my shoes, so I clean the floor barefoot. So I wasn't wearing my shoes on. And then yeah, suddenly uh, I step on something, which is something like a pieces of sharp things. And then yeah, I could feel like the things actually uh, cut uh, cut my feet. Yeah, which is the bottom of my foot, of one of my foot. I can feel it cut through, and then the things actually um, uh, kind of go inside uh, my my foot. Yeah, and it was really painful, and I quickly sat down, and then I look at my foot. There's actually a pieces of something actually stuck in my foot, and I can feel like it's only something like 2 millimeters out of my skin. Yeah, it means that if I get it um, uh, deeper, yeah, if that thing's cut deeper, maybe I couldn't even take it out by my own. I need to go to the clinic, and then yeah, maybe they need to help me take out the things. So yeah, I feel really afraid at that time, but I feel like I must have done something. I couldn't just wait, and I used my hand to pull that piece out, and then yeah, the moment I put it out, I saw my blood come out from my foot. Yeah, so yeah, that is a very bad uh, experience, and yeah, not only I feel the pain, and I was alone on at that place at that time, so I have to stand up again, and I have to deal with that. I have to clean my wounds, and also after that injury, I didn't went to the college for kind of 4 days or 5 days, yeah, before I can walk properly. Yeah. So for these things, I think sometimes accidents happen in our daily life, and not really because of luck or what. And I think this is because we didn't treat it seriously. We didn't uh, treat safety as a very important thing, so that uh, I I couldn't simply just wear my my slipper, and then to do the cleaning work, I must have wear something like a very long shoes, like the boot. Yeah, and then so that I won't feel slippery. I won't uh, take off my shoes when do the cleaning. So yeah, I think for these three things, which are the things I can remember, which is the most terrible memory in my life. Yeah.
I also have three things uh, able uh, able to classify the most terrible memory. The
Yeah.
first one is when I was very, very young, and at that time, uh, I forget how it happens, but it seems like I make my mother, feel angry,
Mm.
and my mother tricked me. My mother, my mother threatened me. She want to leave, and then I say, yeah, you can leave, is something like that. Because at that time, I don't really think, she will leave, and so she take the key, and then she opened the gate, and then she locked me in the house, and then she just walk out, and then uh, I so I look at her, go uh, go out from home, and I don't know, yeah, what to do, and I also don't know, yeah, is this a joke, or
Mm.
is this something like, is this like something, she just want to like trick me, or
Mm.
she just want to make me have a lesson. She
Mm.
just want to like uh punish me. Yeah, and at that time her face seems really angry, and I look at her. So but the first thought, I didn't think much. I just I just shout, don't leave, something like that. Yeah,
Mm.
and then I cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after like around, if uh, I'm not sure the exact time, but it's around 20 to 30 minutes, and then she come back. Yeah, and it seems like she just going for a walk. Or she just uh, go to her friend's house,
Mm.
which near at our house.
Mm.
Yeah. So mm, yeah, it's when I was still a kid, yeah, this is one of my most terrible memory, because I
Mm.
really think that my mom will leave me. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. And the second the second terrible memory uh is about investment, and actually this is there are two. The first one is uh, after I start learning the investments, and then I learned a lot of model, I learned a lot of technique, a lot of strategy, and then I apply all. Yeah, for example, like the uh something like the discounted dividend model, or the discounted free cash flow model,
Yeah.
or something like the P valuation. Mm. And I also learned how to like look at the financial statements, look at the annual report, and then I really do a lot of things, and but I still couldn't get a result. I still couldn't get a good result, and uh, it actually it actually not take uh like few days of, or like few weeks to realize that I'm doing exactly wrong. Yeah,
Mm.
it actually takes months. Yeah, and the most terrible memory always come from a big drop. Yeah. So when the price is stable, and when the price is just drop in significance, and yeah, of course the insignificant drop can accumulate a big drop. Yeah,
Mm.
but you want to realize it. Mm. And at that time is something like already accumulate like 15% of loss on a ticker. And and uh but on one day it comes a big drop. Yeah, there's a big drop. Actually, big drop is not that big. It's just 7%,
Mm.
7% to 10%, but it add up together like more than 25%. Yeah, so only only until the times I realized that, yeah, maybe I'm doing wrong, because I keep following the same rules to do investments, and it seems like my rules is not applicable to this market. Mm.
Mm.
And yeah, of course I feel frustrations, and yeah, I read some other book, to really relearn what is investment, how to do investment.
Yeah.
Mm. And at that time, uh talk about the terrible memory, because at that time accumulated losses around like 1,500 ringgit, and I s- uh I was still a student in college at that time, so those money is really hard-earned money, at least to me. And I saw many people, like my friends, or other people that I recognize, for a new phone, yeah, about new phones,
Mm.
and about new uh something like new electronic device.
Mm.
And so I actually also can own those things. I also can own a new phone. Yeah. And I still using a very, very old phones. Mm. And those the phone cannot use WhatsApp, cannot use WeChat. Yeah. So you can imagine how old the phone is. Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, I sacrifice a lot of things. But what I get, yeah, I I didn't get anything. I just put in the money. It's something like throw my money into the sea. Yeah. And for other people, at least they still get a thing. They spend their money, they get their phones, they
Mm.
get their electronic device like the tablets, or some other like earphones. Yeah. And but for me, I don't get anything. I just lost the money. Mm. So this is a very terrible thing to me. And uh there's one I have one thought that I want to quit investment. Mm. Yeah, and I want to spend money. I want to really spend my money, and by stop my mind, yeah. So my racial, uh, my rational, uh, angle, sorry, angel, yeah, my angel tell me I shouldn't do that. Yeah, but my devil, uh, told me you should spend your money, something like that. But at
Yeah.
the end, I follow the angel advice. Mm. Yeah, so this is the first one, and yeah, of course, after like 1 year, I successfully recover my loss and still have a small profit. Mm. But it turns uh, but it turns to another story, and it's also investment. It's also one of the most terrible memory. And at that time, I used eToro platform, yeah, platform, and I invest some stock, and I also try to use technical analysis to to analyze the stock, to try to predict the the performance, predict uh, the the rise or drop. Mm.
Yeah.
And at that time, I quite addicted to the leverage. And yeah, and on one day, it actually is, it actually takes some days to realize the, to make the memory really terrible. Yeah. On the first few days, yeah, I try leverage, and I lose some money. So I keep top up. So keep increase my investment. So it keep increase the leverage. It's actually one of the gamble, gamble, uh, gamble,
Behavior.
no, this is not what I want to say. Is uh, a gamble quality or gamble facility. Okay, in Chinese it's called 赌徒谬误.
Oh,
Wait, minute.
is it
Yeah,
fallacy?
gamble fallacy.
Yeah.
Gamble fallacy. Yeah, it's one of the gamble fallacy. And what uh what is that means is actually when you lose, you put in more money and then you expect you will win next time. So
Mm.
you can get back all your money plus a little bit profit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you keep top up, keep top up, keep top up. And at the end, you have two consequences. The first is you get back all your money.
Mm.
And the second is you lose all your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because you don't have infinity money, so if you keep doing this few times, and at the end you definitely will lose all your money. This is something like mathematically, it can, something like can be proven mathematically. So
Yeah.
because you keep add up more money, and at the end, yeah, there's a small chance, there's a there's a small chance you will lose money, sorry, you will lose all your money.
Mm.
And if you do this all the times, and there definitely will have one time you will lose all your money, and after you lose all your money, you couldn't play the game anymore.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, even you can get back the money, you still didn't earn a lot of profit. You will still apply this strategy. Yeah,
Mm.
once again, and at the end, you will lose all your money. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I keep add up more money, and I keep increase the leverage. And on the night, this is the turning. This is really the turning point, and I decided to like add up money and increase the leverage. and and when the price dropped like around, I'm not sure it's 5% or 10%, and then I will lose all my position. So the leverage is really huge. It's around like 10 times 10 or times 20. Yeah, so it is no, it's times 10 or times times 10 or times 20. Times 20 is 5%. Times 10 is 10%. Yeah. And then I expect the stock price will bounce back because it actually dropped a lot. Actually at that time it's dropped a lot. Yeah. And then it got a bounce back. Yeah, a little bit bounce back. And then I thought it will continue to drop. Yeah. So I short. Yeah, I short the ticker. And then I go to sleep. And then when I fall asleep, I actually have a bad feeling. Yeah, I didn't sleep well. I have a bad feeling. And on the next day, I opened the apps. I opened my Toro app and I found that the position already gone. So there's no position in my portfolio, and I lose a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, my remaining money become very, very little. And then I don't believe. I turn on my computer and then check the detail, check the history. Yeah, really. Yeah. So just within few hours, just in the time when I when I fall asleep, and then the price increase like more than 15%. Yeah. So all my position gone. And so at that time it's around in one day I lost around 2,000 ringgit. Yeah, in in a few hours. Yeah. Or you can say in one night I lose like 2,000 ringgit. And then after that I know that I really need to stop. Yeah, I need to stop investing. So I stopped for a few weeks, and then study and keep reflect. Yeah, reflect my behavior, reflect what should I do to make a good investment.
Yeah.
And really like set the principle to myself. Yeah, so yeah, now I still were tempted to use leverage. For example, like just few days ago, I thought, yeah, for example, if the price, let's say the price drop another 20 or 30%, maybe I can put my money and then times it like 2 times leverage. Yeah, so I can increase my profits. Yeah, because it seems like unlikely to drop another 50% after 30% drop. Yeah, but very quickly, I tell myself, everything can be happen. Yeah, everything can be happen in this market, especially in the cryptocurrency market. Yeah. Yeah. So don't use leverage on your investments. Yeah, even though it also can apply on the stock market. Yeah. Yeah, but stock market is not that volatile. Yeah. So for your investment you shouldn't use leverage, no matter in stock market or no matter is in cryptocurrency. But in cryptocurrency you lose your money faster. Yeah, because it's more volatile. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it seems like already become my master. So I wouldn't use leverage to do investment. Yeah, but of course sometimes I need to use I need to use leverage to do trading. Yeah, but I will really manage my my positions. Yeah, so I will also control the leverage and won't let it like liquidate. And if and also if the time need like, for example, need like a month. Yeah. So I would reduce my leverage. Yeah, maybe to 1.5 or to 1. So yeah, because the strategy I'm doing is kind of like want to exploit the spread. So there's two terms which is called the contango, and another term is backwardations. So it's something like you spot the you buy the future, you sell the spot, or you sell the or you do it another way route. So you kind of like doing the buy and sell on a single ticker, and but it is one is uh, one is the futures and another is a spot, but they are the same. And when the futures expired, and the futures price and the spot price will be the same, so you can get you can actually earn the spread, which is your profit. Yeah. So it's actually kind of like the zero risk trading. Yeah, I mean, so no matter how the market move, you won't lose your money. Yeah. But there's one problem, which is because you know, when you short the market, you have to you have the risk of losing your position, which is mean liquidate. You have the liquidation risk, because when you long the market, so only the ticker price go to 0, and then you lose all your position. So so your position won't get liquidated. Yeah. But when you short the market, when the market drop 50%, so for example, from $2 become $1, and then your position will be liquidated. So you really need to control. You really need to take care of the short side, yeah, to manage the leverage, to manage the liquidation price, yeah. So for example, if futures still left few days to expire, yeah, let's say still left like 5 days to expire, and then the liquidation price is just 10% from from the current price. So that means if the market move 10%, if the market maybe like drop 10 if you are a short position, and if the market increase 10%, and then your short side position will be liquidated. Yeah, so you need to think about whether in these few days the market will have a 10% move. Yeah, if you think it's likely, so you need to reduce the average. You need to like deposit more money, so to reduce the leverage, maybe reduce to 0.7 or 0.5.
Yeah.
So for example, if the liquidation price is let's say is 100% from the current price, and then you know in these few days the market won't increase 100%. Yeah. So yeah, it will be more safer. It will be safer. Yeah, but of course you still need to keep monitoring the price. Yeah, if there's like a sharp move, so you need to deposit more money. Yeah, otherwise your position will get liquidated. And also you need to do the fund management. You need to yeah, if let's say you spend all your money on doing the investments, and you don't have any more money to deposit to reduce the leverage, then one of the side will get liquidated. So you need to know how much ability you have. Yeah, what volume of trading you can make.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, even though this is a really terrible memory, yeah, lose money in investment, and then it also make me want to drop, want to quit investing. And yeah, but if you get over that, and then you will start to you really start to think, yeah, your principle, your rules, or we can say the law, yeah, the law in investments. Yeah. Yeah, and the last terrible memory is about the career, is about the job. Yeah, and when I was graduate from college, and at that time I very confident because I'm the top student. I get a very good result in academic, and I truly believe that I can also achieve a high level of success in career.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reality slapped my face. And the first company I joined after graduate is an audit firm, and in that audit firm I really work hard, do a lot of OT and kind of like no rest, and keep doing, keep working, and
Yeah.
but the work cannot be done. Yeah, the work keep increasing because when the time pass, more there are more company need to need to be audited. Yeah, and we all and we have a lot of backlog. Yeah, we have a lot of backlog, and we couldn't finish our backlog, and the new company, the new financial year still keep coming. So yeah, we really need to work very, very hard. Yeah, but the result is actually very little, and the boss also like kind of like uh want us to do better, want us to do more, even though we already do a lot. And yeah, the requirement set by the boss is really high, and we kind of cannot be achieved. Yeah, and especially for the backlog. Yeah, for example, you want to request a document from the client. Yeah, and they'll ask you, yeah, it already the account already fully audited. Why you still want to get the document nowadays? Yeah, they'll ask you like this question.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and also in the company, the management is really, really poor. Yeah, there's no standards, there's no system. Yeah, so we don't know when we'll make mistake. Yeah, we don't know when we will make an error. So yeah, it's really a very terrible job, and also a terrible company. And at that times, I actually keep saying that I want to quit the job, but I didn't. Yeah, because I think yeah, 3,000 ringgit salary for graduate is quite high. So I don't want to like give up uh this salary. Yeah, and so I still stay in the company, but I keep complaining. Yeah, and I actually become the person who spread the negative thought. Yeah, and yeah, so this is really a terrible thing. Yeah, because initially I have a lot of confidence, and then I also think that I can get a success. Yeah, but it end up cannot, and I become the opposite type of person. And yeah, and one of the book I'm reading is called No More Mr. Nice Guy, and inside there's one chapter and also there's one tips called that, yeah, Mr. Nice Guys won't say no to bad sex. Yeah. So it also can extend this point to another point, which is yeah, the Mr. Nice Guys, and they didn't think about what they really want in their life, and then they're still doing, they're still following the old way, but they keep complaining. Yeah. No matter it is in a relationship, no matter it is for their career. Yeah. And in the book, the author also say that, yeah, Mr. Nice Guy not only feel struggling in their romantic relationship, they also feel struggling in their job because they don't know how to say no. Yeah. So they'll just accept, and they'll just think they do a lot, and they expect the returns. Yeah, which is the corporate contract. They think they do a lot. They want to get the returns, and so in a relationship, they kind of like want to please the woman, want to get the approval of the woman, and yeah, in order to get the chance to have sex with the woman, or with your girlfriend, or with your wife. Yeah, but maybe the sex you get is a bad sex. Yeah. So, but you still won't say no to that. Yeah, you still like, yeah, you think better than nothing. Yeah, but actually the author say that you need to have a mindset which is bad sex is, sorry, no sex is better than is better than bad sex. Yeah, and we need to learn how to say no to bad sex. Yeah, and about your life. Yeah, about your life is also the same. You need to say no to your bad job. And the Mr. Nice Guy will say, yeah, I have no room to change. For example, I have my wife, I have children, I have mortgage. I cannot change.
Yeah.
So I have to I have to do the same job. Otherwise, I can't feed my family. Yeah. But the author say we actually still can make a change. We can make the small change little by little, and at the end we can change a lot of things. Yeah, if you keep complaining and if you don't change anything, it will just remain unchanged. For example, one of the example in the book is there's a Mr. Nice Guy, and he worked for his uncle, and then his uncle is really cheap, pay very low salary to the employees, and there's no much employee in the company, and also the uncle don't want to invest more in the business. So, and the uncle, but the uncle have a high requirement, so they want get a lot of things, but they don't want to pay more.
Yeah.
So for example, his uncle want more sales, but he don't want to pay high salary to the staff. Yeah, and the Mr. Nice Guy is kind of like the manager for the person who helped his uncle to take care of the business. Yeah, but yeah, he couldn't make decision. Yeah, and his uncle cheap. Every suggestion, every opinion he make will be refused, will be rejected by his uncle. So he feels frustration. Yeah, and he share in the group. Yeah, and then initially, uh, all the group member give this Mr. Nice Guy some suggestion, some opinion, and then the Mr. Nice Guy say, yeah, I have tried everything. Yeah, all your suggestions I actually have tried before. And so at the end, the author asked this Mr. Nice Guy, yeah, what you really want in your life. And the Mr. Nice Guy say, yeah, I actually want to teach the martial art. So what's it called? It is called the 武术. Okay. I'm not sure whether I'm not sure whether I really well pronounce it. Okay. Do you know how to pronounce the terms?
I am not very sure. I will pronounce the same as yours just now.
Why is it?
The word is M-A-R-A-T-I-A-L, right? Something like that.
M-A-R-A.
T-I-A-L.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, I also didn't know the correct pronunciation.
Okay. Wait, let me check. It should be martial. Yeah. Okay. Okay, martial art. Yeah. And the Mr. Nice Guy want to teach a martial art, but he has no time. Yeah. And he also couldn't quit his job. Yeah. But actually he still can do that. He can like teach the martial arts like every evening in the weekend. Yeah, at the weekend that he don't need to work. Yeah, so he can slowly make some little change. And then yeah, we couldn't move a big step in a very short period, but you can change little by little. Yeah. And for most of people, they just waste their time in the weekend. They didn't do anything. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, this is a point I want to mention to make a conclusion, which is really know what you want in your life. Yeah. And also you need to you not only need to know, and you also need to do, and also you need to set your boundary. You need to set your rules, set your principle. Yeah. And not allow other people cross your boundary. Let's say for example you as an accountant, and yeah, and then the boss keep asking you to do more, and you can actually ask for higher pay. You can communicate, you can negotiate with your boss. And also if they're required to ask you to do OT, and you also can refuse. You also can refuse to do that. Yeah. So you need to set your boundary and not accept everything that everybody give you. Yeah. So and also say no to bad things, no matter it's bad sex, no matter it's the bad job, or it's a bad relationship. Yeah. And initially I think, yeah, say no to bad things is something like we say no, but actually it's not that. It's actually you need to take the real actions. Yeah, you need to take the real actions. For example, some people offer you a credit card, and you will say no. Some people offer you an insurance plan, you will say no. Some people ask you, do you want to drink coffee or tea in a restaurant, in a coffee shop, and you say no. Yeah, you say a lot of no. But actually look at your life. You actually already adapt everything in your life, and you couldn't make a change because you couldn't say no to the conventional thing you are doing.
Yep.
Yeah. So saying no is not just refuse. It's not just want to prevent and disallow the new things come in, the new bad things come in, and it also It's also take out the new things. Yeah, throw away the new things.
Yeah.
This is also one of the implication of saying no to bad things.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all for my sharing.
Yeah, I think for many things that for many things that we have been doing, sometimes they are not so good, right? And then if we didn't say no, it is a long-term one, right? It is a long-term thing that you have to bear with it, and maybe for some bigger things which you feel it is not good, and then you say no, but yeah, maybe you suffer some losses and you make a change. But compared to something that you don't think it is good, but it didn't give you a big losses, maybe a little, and then in the long run, I think that could be more serious than just one big losses, and then you make a change.
What do you mean?
I mean, uh, in Chinese, we have the words like 长痛不如短痛, and uh, sometimes because if something is really bad and then cause the loss to you, and then maybe you will make some decision right
Oh yeah.
at that moment. But for something that is you know that is not good, and then but it is not so urgent. It didn't cause big losses to you. So yeah, maybe for some people, they uh, they choose to bear with it, and maybe for a very long time. So I
Mm.
think yeah, that could be something more serious
Yeah.
in the long
Um.
term.
Yeah. But the loss may not be small. Yeah. The loss may big also. Yeah. But because you already adapt it, you already like you already live live together with the loss, live together with the problem a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time already. So uh yeah, you can handle, but you feel very difficult. Yeah, you feel very struggling. You
Mm.
feel
Mm.
frustration, but you still keep doing the old thing. Keep doing.
Yeah.
You still don't want. You still didn't change anything. Yeah. So I think human is not that rational. That they won't like really think. They won't like really think. Yeah, it's a big loss, so I will cut. So it's a small loss, and I know accumulate will become a big snowball,
Mm.
and then I also will cut. Yeah, I think human is not that rational. Yeah, just like my example. Yeah, yeah, I think 3,000 per month is good for graduate.
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't want to leave because if I quit a job, maybe I couldn't uh get another job which also pay me 3,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I still bear with the uh bear with the bear with the bad things. Yeah, in
Mm.
order to maintain my salary. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else to add in?
Yeah. No.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversation. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake that we make, please also comment to let us know. Because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like, subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.